this, just showing you off all of them in entirety and giving you my thought process of why I picked these up and what am I planning on doing with these in the future. So just sit back, relax. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. All of that is really appreciated. I will really be thankful for all of that. I've been moving this stuff around so much, trying to figure out a perfect angle for you. I was going to try something different, but it didn't work out, so just bear with me. We got a lot to go through, so hopefully we can get through these. So first off, I have, which I'm not sure if these are the actual complete or if there's more, but I have The Hunter's Guide of Red Hood, volumes 1 through 3. So the reason that I picked these up was because my friend told me that these are inspired by actual Red Riding Hood stories and actual other stories that are inside of it, and that this is a very, very interesting series. I'm gonna actually Google it and see if this is all of them, but I thought, why not to pick up a series that I as a little bit didn't know about, and can be something that I open up. It is Viz, so it's one of those shonen series and everything like that, but I really didn't have too much of a plan for this series. I'm gonna keep going with these, and if they have more, let's actually check right now. The Hunter's Guide of Red Hood. So let's go ahead and check. Hunter's Guide of Red Hood. Hunter's Guild of Red Hood. Let's see how many volumes they have. Okay, so this is actually the complete series. So all three of them are right here. So there's no need to even have to worry about getting any more. If you didn't know and watch any of my other videos, and this is your first one, I did get these at a discounted price. There is a kind of game store / bookstore, kind of call it a bookstore now, but not really. That had these at a discounted price. So all of these volumes that you will see, I got at a discount. I am also in a Reddit group that also helped me get discounted priced volumes in manga. We'll talk about that more once I get to the actual volumes that I'm looking to hunt for. Those ones I'm looking for to get a discount. There's one in particular box set / manga series that I would just get my hands on. Honestly, I don't even care about the price of it. I just need to obtain it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But this being the entire series is not a bad call. I'm kind of glad that I have it now, so I don't even have to worry about this no more. So this one is perfectly fine. Next up is going to be Blood on the Tracks. So right here, I have every single volume of Blood on the Tracks up to 8. So we have, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me make sure I'm holding that up for y'all. 7 and 8. So the latest volume that I picked up was volume 1. I picked up volume 1, not because I went in there in particular for it, but I seen it and I was like, this is the volume that I need. It was so hard to get my hands on volume 1 up to this point, so I had to grab it when I had that chance. My goal with actually Blood on the Track is I'm just trying to actually slowly but surely get all the volumes. Blood on the Tracks was a series that I picked up, and I apologize if you hear any background noise. My brother might be upstairs, he might hear anything in the back. I can't really control that, so I'm sorry about that. But I was trying to get the rest of them, but I got these volumes just because the series with Blood on the Tracks, when I stumbled across it, had a couple panels that really shook me to my core, and those was like not an experience that I've had once before. I like to read on my free time, especially when I'm at my second job working at the airport. I like to actually just when I can just sit down and read. So bringing some of these volumes and having them ready is going to be something that could really just broaden my head and everything like that. But Blood on the Tracks was a series that I don't think I've had anything like that in my collection up until this point. I think I Am Hero is the closest that I personally have, and I've had bad luck finding I Am Hero, which is another series that I'm on the hunt for. If I can find more volumes of that at a discounted price, it will be amazing. But I Am Hero really opened my mind to how a panel and page can be terrifying, but yet so mysterious and make you want to see more without dialogue. And I've seen some panels and pages from Blood on the Tracks, and they do that really well. So I was like, why not go ahead and pick up a series like that, especially at the price that it was. I couldn't skip out on it. A lot of these volumes are very discounted. But why not just go through them while we're here? So this volume 8, was $6.99, which is not bad because originally the volumes are about $12.95 a piece. So you can't go wrong with that. Volume 7 was $6.99 as well. My thing with this series was just a little weird how they priced it and everything, and these are in really good condition as well. You can see it like relatively new. Whoever had these before me took really good care of them. Volume 6 being $4.99. So that was a no-brainer seeing this series. No yellowing, and just a well put together series. I had to pick it up. Blood on the Tracks Volume 5 is $4.99. And mind you, like I said, all these volumes are $12.95. You literally can't beat that. This one is also $4.99. Volume 3 being $4.99 as well. Volume 2 being $3.99. And I think Volume 1 was the cheapest, I think. Yeah, $3.99. So all around the same, like similar price and everything like that. Yeah, I think I got a good start to it. I don't know how many volumes this goes up to. I think I've seen it in the 20s. I could be wrong, but let's actually go ahead and Google it. Blood on the Tracks volumes. How many volumes is Blood on the Tracks? So, consists of 17 volumes. So 17, so we're at 8. So we got 11 more to go. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Every time I go back, I don't see as many people pick up Blood on the Tracks. I don't know if that's just not a hit series for a lot of people, but I can't wait to indulge in it and get more of them. So the next one was Slam Dunk. So this is volume 1 of Slam Dunk. I know, thinking about it, the entire series of Slam Dunk, I probably could have invested in it, got it. At the time, I was just so starstruck. This was around the first time that I realized that place actually sold manga, and it caught me off guard. This originally is $9.99, but I paid $3.99 for it. And Slam Dunk, if you know, is the anime wise, it's just such a great series. So manga, it's a no-brainer for me. And this was like the condition that it was in. This would definitely be a display model. Otherwise, I'll try to add to it, but it was like one of those pickups that kind of just happened. So I don't regret it at all. I love it actually. So maybe we'll pick up more, but I'll probably pick up a bulk amount. We'll just see what we have to do with this. I really don't have a actual direction with this, but I just wanted to pick it up just to say I had it. Probably a kind of a rookie mistake, being completely honest. I probably should have just waited, but it'll be fine. Next though, personally, I didn't even know they had an actual like manga series for this actual series, so it caught me off guard, and I've got to go and get the rest of them. But it's actually High School of the Dead. I've actually watched this series, and this series is fire. I always recommend this if you haven't. Check this out. So I only have 2 volumes here personally. So I have volume 1 and I have volume 3. Volume 2 was like out of the woodworks expensive for some reason. I don't know why they price them the way that they do, but this first volume is $4.99 and this third volume is $2.99. Absolutely insane, and there's a reason why these are plastic wrapped. If you know, you know. This series is kind of crazy, but it is also an amazing series, and some of the shorter series that they have out there that I really enjoyed. I definitely want to pick up. Actually, we're gonna look that up. Let me add that now so I don't forget about it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Hopefully they have that, but yeah, High School of the Undead, I just loved it. Just a great show. Everything about it was amazing, and I just can't wait to get more of these. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen them at Barnes and Nobles either. I wonder when they finally released or everything like that. But and I think originally but yeah, the goal for that is to actually get the rest of them. I don't know if I'll be able to read them on screen, so I'll probably have to read them off screen, you know. But hey, there was good pickups for the time being. Next, which I've never picked up any JoJo up until this point, so I really fanned out and just grabbed a couple of volumes of JoJo. Being Phantom Blood, I know a lot of people don't really preference Phantom Blood, but I am a person that is going to collect all the JoJo's straight through. I love JoJo. Still waiting for his Steel Ball run. Just, it is what it is. Can't wait till that gets animated. So, but Phantom Blood, just it is what it is. For what Phantom Blood was, I say that Phantom Blood did its service, and these were like relatively easy to pick up, just because it's not part 3. Part 3 was priced crazy, just because it's Stardust Crusaders. You know, it is the epitome of JoJo for a lot of people, so it was, of course, it was gonna be a crazy pricing, but yeah. Part 1, part 2, and then we also have part 1 from Stardust Crusader. So this one was $9.99. The rest of the volumes, there was one with Dio. Mind you, these volumes are about like maybe like I want to say probably, I have it on the screen if I can't remember, but originally what these prices were. But the Dio one, they wanted like $21.99, and I'm like, this is insane that you want that much. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody knows of JoJo kind of for the Stardust Crusaders. Even if you haven't seen JoJo, you've seen iconic scenes from Jotaro and Dio. So, but I just thought that I would go ahead and pick up some of these. I've always wanted some JoJo in my collection personally, just because I remember watching I remember watching GBASMR read some JoJo, and I just thought it was the coolest thing where her setup and her reading JoJo. And at the time, me being new to JoJo, and then coming across any like calling my friend every like other hour talk about JoJo, it was amazing. So I like it a lot. You know, it's one of those series that are give and take, but I feel like having the entire actually JoJo series on the shelf would be amazing, especially after Steel Ball Run gets fully made in manga wise. So we'll be cooking with that as well. And then we have volume 1 of part 4 of Diamond is Unbreakable. This is my homie's favorite part of JoJo with Josuke. Diamond's Unbreakable. So I have the actual coupon, the receipt right there, but the inside of it is actually dope. I like this part a lot. I was not against it. It kind of just was one of those parts where it was like, for me, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I definitely plan on reading as much JoJo as I can once I get all these in hand, but I'm definitely trying to grab them at a decent price. These volumes are definitely pricey. JoJo volumes don't really catch them at a good price. They're really pricey, but this next set of volumes really blew me away, and I was so happy to get them. I've talked about them once before. Originally, the series was about $80. I got it for about $32. It was a steal. It was one of my latest manga pickups, so it was such an amazing feeling to have them. So that series was Parasite. So Parasite, if you don't know and haven't even indulged in Parasite, Parasite is one of those shorter series that really is worth your watch. You can kind of get through it in a day or two. And I remember a couple months back seeing Parasite on Shop Goodwill, as well as seeing Parasite on sale on Amazon for the complete, all of them, all 8 volumes, and the price was insane, and I was not a fan of it at all. But stumbling across these at the price that I got them at, especially this volume, first volume being $1.99, was a no-brainer for me. I mentioned once before that I would love to read this series on screen, just because the time that I had with this, I enjoyed it so much, to the point to where I'm like, man, Parasite is such a fun series to watch and read, especially at the very ending of it. It's so peak, and I'm a kind of a person where I get real passionate about the series that are like episodes compared to the series that have multiple seasons. Death Parade being another one, the shorter series. It's just amazing. A comic got Kill a Kill. Like these series that have a couple episodes and don't really go to the 80 episode echelon and the 30 and 40. They're amazing because they get straight to the point and they do what they need to do. But yeah, volume 1 of Parasite. Volume 2 of Parasite. This one was $6.99. And the covers are actually relatively actually nice and everything like that. Volume 3 of Parasite. This cover was $6.99. Now they're a little bit out of order, so let me actually grab. So this is volume 4 of Parasite, $3.99. Cover 5 of Parasite. Cover 6 of Parasite. Like I said, having the entire volumes, like, that's one series that I literally have it down and I don't even have to worry about it anymore. I literally couldn't ask for a better outcome. I really didn't want to go in there and get anything. My girlfriend talked me into actually going in there, and she knows how I get. And I mentioned to her, like, I didn't want to go in there just because I know how I get and I know how I would buy something. And intentionally, the first time I only went in there and I only seen the first volume of Blood on the Tracks, so I didn't grab anything else. But they have 2 sides, and they also had the omnibus version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! In the manga version, dark, so it's a lot darker than actual cartoon. So it was something to pick up, but there were just so many of them, and I wasn't ready to kind of make that commitment just yet. But this last series, I'm kind of a little bit on the edge of it. I've been reading it a little bit, and I've had it for a while, but I keep dropping it, picking it up and dropping it, and I don't know if I actually like it. I'm gonna read it all the way through, but I'm not sure if I'm actually a fan of it. I'm a fan of the creator, but I don't know if I'm a fan of it. And maybe I just need to I always get volumes. Let's just get into it. Like I was mentioning, that series is called Platinum End. This is from the creator of Death Note. So I always give series like a 3-volume chance before I drop it. So I'm on volume 2 in the middle right now, and the premise of it and everything was a cool premise at the time. Just about a guy that didn't want to, live, so he tried to, and now there's an angel, and there's supposed to be 13 different angels helping these people fight over who's supposed to be the next superior, lord. And they have white arrows and red arrows. I forget. I think white arrow is a clear-cut kill, and a red arrow is the one that makes you fall in love with somebody. Oh, a white arrow makes you fall in love with somebody for 33 days, and a red arrow is a clear-cut kill. So, now they're going through it and trying to figure it out. Like I said, this series at the time was very dark, and it's still kind of, but it's not too bad. I'm just in the middle of the second one, and I'm not sure if I actually like it or not. I'm still trying to go through it and figure it out, but as I do that, I just don't know. I'm just being completely honest. I'm trying to hang in there, but I'm gonna read them because I have all of them. So I think it's only fair that I read all of them. Then I make an assessment at the end of how I actually feel about the series. Maybe on this channel or maybe a different channel. I just don't know, if I'm being completely honest with you. But we're gonna see how we go about it, if I'm just being real. But the first volume, not that bad. Let's go to the second volume. Second volume, like I said, I'm currently reading it right now. I have this sick bookmark. Hunter x Hunter bookmark. Fire, by the way. Just sick. One of my favorite bookmarks. I've noticed I have some of the most booty bookmarks, but that's one of my better ones. So, and here's volume 3 of Platinum End. I haven't opened it yet. All of these come plastic wrapped, so there's a lot of graphic nudity stuff in here and a lot of wild stuff. So they're plastic wrapped for a this series was a decent price series, so I just thought I would go ahead and pick it up because we all love Death Note. Death Note is one of those series, like I mentioned, one of the shorter series that is amazing. So you can't go wrong with it. So I just assumed that the creator was cooking with this as well. But you know, I have like a premise with that type of stuff. Like sometimes creators have these certain series that kind of just feed into the same series, with the same kind of plot and everything that kind of doesn't go anywhere. This one was $2.99. The other one was $1.99 for Volume 3. Volume 5. This one is $2.99 as well. Like the covers and everything are cool. It's just, I don't know what's turning me off this series, if I'm being completely honest with you. It doesn't seem like a bad series. This is $2.99 as well. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to read it, but I'm just not grasping it. $2.99 as well. And maybe I just need to like hype myself up some more. $1.99 for this one. This is probably one of the better like price series that I got. This one was $4.99 for Volume 9. And then Volume 10. $4.99. Volume 11. $1.99. You could probably see them on the side right here, but who knows? Volume 12. $4.99. And then Volume 13. $2.99. So I really just grabbed them because it's the complete series. $1.99 for Volume 14. And I was like, why not? It's a series, gets me back into it. And I was just really shell-shocked and surprised that they had the entire series right there. Now we're gonna kind of get into my thought process in some of the series that I'm eyeing right now. I have like a couple of them that I really want to get into, that I really like a lot. But I'm just kind of waiting for the right time to pull the trigger. I've yet to find them in the condition and price range that I want to. Like I said, there's only one that I would pay extreme price for, and we'll probably talk about that one first, but I have them on the screen as well. So I've yet to have box set 2 and 3 of Bleach. If you don't know already on this channel, of course, I'm a huge Bleach fan. Bleach is my favorite series of all time, personally, as of right now. Well, old school series, new school series, I don't really know too much. Probably maybe Akame got killed is the reason why my name is Takame does ASMR. No, but I probably try to scoop those up, especially Volume 2. I mean box set 2. I know box set 3 was super hard to get the hands on because that was when the 1,000 Year Low or when the peak and everything came. So maybe I'll try to scoop that up before the actual peak comes back for the 1,000 Year Blow or Core, and it continues. But I just haven't got around to getting those. I've seen them and then I just didn't see them anymore. At the time, I could have pulled the trigger from there a little bit, like $20-$30 cheaper, but I just didn't do it. I felt like at the time I just didn't have any space, which for these volumes that I just showed you, I didn't have any space for these either, but the pricing, everything like that was just too good to pass upon. And once I move and get my place, I'm going to be able to display all these volumes and have just amazing manga setup that I'll be really proud of, where I can just grab from and also do videos behind, in front of it. It just aesthetic reasons looks amazing. But the first series that I personally, and you gonna see me look over here because my laptop's over here. The first series that probably, no matter the price range, that I just want to get is the Claymore box set. I've spoke about this Claymore box set so many times, and Claymore is a series that I read on Shonen Jump a little bit, but I stopped because I wanted to have my physical hands on the box set. The box set is just so beautiful in the way it's set up. I love that series. It just reminds me of an older, darker version of just all females in the Berserk universe, kinda. And Claymore is just, it's everything that I'm making it out to be. I promise it is. And I just know that read is gonna be one of the best reads that I possibly have. So if I ever walk into where I go to before and I see Claymore box set, I'm just gonna immediately grab it, especially if it has all the volumes. That's an instant pickup for me. So I've always been looking at that. I know full price, like I said, I will buy at full price, but I know if I do my research and I look, that I can find it for a very, very decent price. The only other box set that I've seen at the place that I went to was Assassination it's a series that it's hard to explain, but I really want to get it just because I'm on the Blood on the Tracks wave right now. So Oculus is another one that I really want to. I like these psychological dark series that makes you think and that has you, that mind fucks you like Good Night Boom Boom. I have not read that yet. I've had that recommended to me so many times, and I need to pick that up as well. Like maybe like a depressing phase. So Oculus is another one I have not seen in my area, and I've not really seen the pricing for it. I'm looking at the pricing for the first time right now, and the pricing, I don't know, the pricing is a little bit all over the place. I'm seeing some for 63, 94, 117, 25, 97. It's all over the place. So I definitely need to do my due diligence and kind of search up and see. But they have the omnibus of actual Immaculus. I'll probably pick up the omnibus just because it'll save me a little bit of money and space wise. But that's another series that I really want to get. Next, I'm gonna continue collecting Blood on the Tracks. Like I said, there's 17 volumes. I only got 8, so I want to get all the volumes before I actually open that up and read that. Just because I don't want to get too deep in the series where I can't continue to read them. It's the reason I felt that way with I Am Hero. I had I Am Hero for like over a year and a half, and I finally started reading it. Looked online, I tried to read it, looked for the volumes. No luck of finding any volumes, and it broke my poor little heart. I'm like, this is crazy. I want to actually read Blood on the Tracks, but we're gonna continue to wait, just stack them up. Another one, I don't know if they have volumes for this, but I've been looking. Let's see actually. So I'm not sure. Maybe they do, but Steins Gate. So I think Steins Gate does have volumes, but I love Steins Gate so much. Steins Gate is like one of my favorite series, so I want to get the actual volumes of Steins Gate just to open them up and kind of just read them. And I just like want to have the context of it in my collection, but anime wise, I'm looking right now, people are saying no, it cuts out a lot of content and the style is completely, I can't read the rest of it, but and it's saying the anime version of Steins Gate is a lot better, which is fine. It's hard to top the anime version of Steins Gate, but I'm trying to think of some more. I think Vagabond is another one that I would love to actually come across and pick up. Let's take a quick little Google search actually and see what else they have on here. So I literally didn't know what to even put in. So I just put manga volumes hot right now. Oh yeah, Call of the Night. So homeboy's little sister has Call of the Night. I literally could not find Call of the Night volumes, let alone the anime. I don't know where to watch it at. I've been struggling for years to watch Call of the Night. If you know where I could watch Call of the Night, please let me know. Another one I also want to finish picking up is Solo Leveling. I've had a little story about Solo Leveling I'll tell you, which kind of makes me a little sad. I remember at the very beginning, before Solo Leveling even got animated, I would read the volumes on my YouTube channel. That was one of the biggest series that I would do. I would read it as well as online, or I would read it in manga form. And then when the series came out and I got copyrighted, and then all of the videos had to go because they're literally gonna take my channel down. Shueisha literally was gonna demolish me, and at the time I literally had maybe 50 subscribers, and them doing that really made me confused because there was creators that had more subscribers and more viewers than me, and they're didn't attack them, and I'm they're trying to phase where like they were doing that to all the small YouTubers, and it was automated. So like, even if we sent them a message and like we came together and we're trying to talk it out and trying to figure it out, but it didn't matter because what is a YouTuber with 50 subscribers gonna be able to do power wise? So it sucked, but I immediately took those down. They were like coming after me, like they did on my anime channel, and then they also did it on this channel, and I just wasn't going for it. So I've always been super careful with what I read, but that series, people used to love it. It used to do really well, and I loved reading Solo Leveling because at the time, I don't feel like a lot of people were vouching for Solo Leveling, and this was like early on Solo Leveling, like early on. So if you were here from that, please let me know, because I like shout out to you. But man, that was a time. Another one on top of my head, which I don't know why, but don't toy with me, Miss Naturo. That's not what you're looking at, but I just, I like that series. It was just something refreshing for me for some reason. Blue Lock is another one, but I'll just go the anime route with Blue Lock. I don't really feel like picking it up. Like I said, Vagabond is another one. Trigun, picking up the Dark Horse. I'm a sucker for Dark Horse volumes, so I've just always been that type of way. Fist of the North Star is another one I could probably finish picking up. I've gave it a while, so I know they've got a lot of volumes. I can't remember the other one on top of my head right now. It's like a science series that, like, I don't know why I can't remember it. It's slipping me right now. It's slipping me. But yeah, I'm not trying to name too many, like, and not be realistic. These are all ones that I'm saying that you'll probably see in the future on this channel relatively soon, because these are the ones that I really want to pick up and I really want to read and collect. I'm not just naming volumes though, so I want to preference that. Yeah, let's just go back over it again. Claymore, like I said, Claymore, Homunculus, Blood on the Tracks, Steingate. Steingate, we might just sit that one out, but Claymore and Blood on the Tracks and Homunculus are ones that I really do want to pick up. Also with Vagabond, these are volumes that are really like in my head. It got me like, dang, like I really need to pick those up. So those are gonna be on my list a lot. If anything else pops up, I will let you know. Even if I can't record, I'll probably do a voiceover of me capturing the film once I go back next time, just to see what they have, as a thing where like you kind of get the experience with me, because they had like the one I go to personally that's closer to me, they have a lot of great stuff, and I may pop in there when I'm on my way to work and stuff like that just to check it out. But the other one I went to wasn't that great. It was watered down, but we got a lot of stuff to get ahead of us to do, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's been all the volumes that I've picked up for the past 2 months, and my plans with those personally up until this point. Like I said, if you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe. All of that is appreciated. I really would be thankful for that. I'll probably make a follow-up video of me actually sitting down and us going over them and kind of making a plan of what we're gonna get as we go down the list from highest priority to lowest priority. We'll probably do something like that. But yeah, all these volumes on the side, I gotta go put these back up, but I'll let you know as I read them. I'll give you updates on them, but I think we're doing a relatively good job. I don't have any room on my shelf for them right now, but we're gonna have to figure out something for them. And thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. It's me, man. Comments. Does